Hi, I'm Chelsea, and this is a brief introduction to the Radiant Hearts program. Radiant Hearts is a set of materials to help families memorize prayers and quotations from the Baha'i writings, and also to study spiritual qualities together. So over the 19 months of the Baha'i year, each month will have a lesson, and the idea is that families can memorize a quotation and a prayer during this month, and also focus on developing a spiritual quality in both the parents and the children. Each lesson has a prayer and quotation which have been set to music and are available to listen to online, and they also have an introduction to the spiritual quality, 2 songs, and a set of 19 activities, 1 for each day of the month. The materials in the Radiant Hearts program have been developed specifically for 0 to 4-year-olds. However, they can easily be adapted to older children. And of course, the prayers and quotations which have been put to music can be useful for anyone of any age. Actually, even if you don't have a family, you can use this setup to help yourself memorize a prayer and quotation each month for the upcoming year. You may also notice that the first page in each lesson is aimed at helping the parents focus on developing the spiritual quality. I think that you'll probably agree that after becoming a parent, you really realize how much you need to work on developing these qualities, such as detachment, patience, joy, and so that is why there's specific questions to help you brainstorm how you are modeling to your children the virtue or the spiritual quality, and how you think that you might be able to show them in better ways what patience means, what friendliness means, what courage means. That we're not just aimed at the kids, we're also aimed at developing the spiritual quality in every single member of the family. Radiant Hearts has been great for my family because I feel like before I was kind of just randomly selecting prayers and quotations for my kids to memorize, and I wasn't really very systematic about offering spiritual education in my own home. So I feel that this program has helped me organize every little thing that I was trying into a more complete program which is easily put into our daily routine, which makes it very practical and also measurable. So you know every Baha'i month we're going to memorize a prayer, we're going to memorize a quotation, and we're going to focus on developing a spiritual quality. So I'm just going to go around my own home and show you some elements of Radiant Hearts in our house, and also explain to you what the program looks like in action for our family. So I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and every morning before breakfast we sit down on the couch and we sing the prayer, sing the quotation, and then usually add a few other prayers or quotations that we've learned before. And then sometimes we sing one of the songs and do one of the daily activities, and sometimes we save it for a bit later in the day, depending on how it's going. So here is where we keep our Radiant Hearts materials. Just have a board with the spiritual quality of the month and the quotation written up, and then this is where we keep our spiritual treasure box items, which were for the month to display. And then over here I have our spiritual treasure box and our other prayer activities. And then here is our Radiant Hearts book, where we keep the pages about writing the story, write the story on the back. And then also we keep our monthly letters in here. If you'd like to keep the letters, you can always send them by email to someone. Just take a picture. And this is my book, where I keep the introduction and the basic lessons. I cut out the printables, or just prep them and keep them in the pocket, and then I have my introduction and the basic lessons here, where I can check off the daily activities or make notes or whatever I need to do. So this kind of helps me stay organized, and also helps me keep myself on track, because sometimes if you're going to the computer and looking at something, or just having things all over the place, it's really good to get a system down which works for your family, and also establishing the routine of doing it every day. It only takes a few minutes to say a prayer and quotation, and it's really exciting for the children to learn a few songs every month. You may be wondering when you should start this program in your family, like even if you have only a baby at this time. And I'm going to say that it's probably best to start as soon as you can, because establishing the routine of having family prayers together and learning them systematically is going to really help your child memorize lots of prayers and quotations throughout their life. I'm sure that you probably agree that the things that you memorize as a child are the ones that are deeply ingrained in you. And this is a really precious opportunity for you to start from babyhood or even toddlerhood to help your children memorize the words of Baha'u'llah and really inscribe them on their hearts so that they feel like this is a part of their identity and that they can call on these words in times of turmoil in their life, or when an everyday instance where they're fighting with a sibling or having trouble realizing that they can't have something they want. You can sing one of the quotations and then have a discussion on how they can display the spiritual quality and how this is a test that they can overcome and that they can grow spiritually every single day. There are 3 specific acts of service which can come out of Radiant Hearts, and that is hosting a devotional program in your home, also hosting a toddler's virtue playgroup, and then also sharing the words of Baha'u'llah through the monthly letter, which is one of the activities in each lesson. And these are explained in depth in the introduction. On each online lesson, there's a place where you can upload your own photos and also add comments about what your family has enjoyed about the lesson, and also add other resources or other activities that you came up with. It would be wonderful for you to share how your family is responding to the program for other families to learn from. You may get an idea of how the routine works for you that someone else would really love to know. So it would be great if you could add in the comments what's been working for you and what you've enjoyed. And also there's a button that says Virtue Library, and this is a place where you can add books, storybooks from the library or books that you have at home which help you learn about the spiritual quality, because there are plenty of stories that can supplement this learning, and if we all share different resources we find, we'll all benefit. If Radiant Heart sounds like it's something that will work in your family, something that will help you organize the memorization of prayers and quotations and also developing spiritual qualities, just print out the introduction, go over it, see how you can prepare yourself by using the helpful documents, which are available for download on the main page right here. And then you can go to the online lesson and print out the 2 documents there that you'll need, which is the basic lesson and the printables, and then you're ready to get started. If you have any questions, feel free to make a comment or to email us, and we look forward to see how it's going.